for the solo figure skating for women. So if you know who won, let me know. And if it isn't over, good. It's really remarkable. It really puts you in your place. It's Fat Tuesday. In France, I don't know if they say it, but it is French. They say Mardi Gras. Mardi Gras. So, that is not a New Orleans chord progression at all. But, in honor of Mardi Gras, I'll tell you a short story. I went to college at Tulane University. The University of Florida in my hometown, Gainesville, would not take me. They wouldn't take me, but they did me a favor. And Vanderbilt University gave me early admission, and 2 weeks later rescinded it and said, no, we don't want you at all. So I wound up at Tulane in New Orleans, which did me a great service. Now, in New Orleans, there was a great piano player who I got to see a few times, named Professor Longhair. Yeah, right? And every Mardi Gras, they would play a song of his called Mardi Gras in New Orleans. And he had this really great rhythm that was like, if only I could play it right. I loved this thing my whole life, but I wanted to learn to play it right. I got to where I could kind of go, and I was fine until I saw Harry Connick play. Harry Connick is To the Manor Born from New Orleans. I think James Booker was his teacher. He knows his stuff. So he was playing that one night when I saw him, like, but he was doing it with one hand. And his other hand was playing all this fancy stuff, and I'm like, damn it! So I thought, I have to figure out how to do something kind of like that. So I wrote a piano exercise, and this is a long time ago. And it had a melody to it, and it had no name, and it was an instrumental. It was like, look, my one hand. And I recorded it on my first solo record, You Should Be So Lucky, 12 years ago. And the producer, Glenn Johns, had asked for some instrumentals, and I said, you're lucky. I have this one without words. And he said, great. He said, what's it called? And I'm like, it's a New Orleans style song. And I had a friend from New Orleans who, when I first met her, said, come visit me in New Orleans, and I will introduce you to Wobbles. I'm like, Wobbles, is that your dog? She said, no, that's me when I've had a few. Aha, so this is a good name for a New Orleans instrumental. So we recorded this, it's on the first record, it came out great. And we recorded it, and I'm really happy with it, and I'm still really happy with it. And Glenn, the producer, is really happy with it. And Glenn is Glenn Johns, and if you know anything about music, you might know his name from being the engineer and producer of a million great records. And so I go home, happy with the day's work. And on the way home, driving from Hollywood to Tarzana, California, which takes about 20 minutes at night, unbidden, an entire set of lyrics comes out of the air from nowhere. It shows up. I'm like, damn, and they were good, I thought. So the next day I go back to Glenn and say, hey Glenn, I wrote words. And he says, that's nice, it's an instrumental. And I'm like, but he was right for that time. But, because I thought it was good. Many years go by, and I have a different producer. So I try it out on him. Say to Jonathan Wilson, hey Jonathan. Yeah? I have a song with words. He's like, cool. I say, you want to record it? He says, yeah. So we recorded it, and it's on my second record, which is called The Melancholy Season. It's not quite the same, but... And the words showed up out of nowhere, so I had no idea. But I'm going to play it for you and do my best to sing it for you. And I think this guy, I know this guy looked out across the corner at dawn. I think he probably was up because he was going to work. And he looks across the corner, he looks down the street, and saw a woman, and she wasn't just getting up, she was on her way home to bed. And she was, yes, wobbling down the street. So I wrote a song. I wrote a song. Happy Mardi Gras. When the night leaves the quarter and the dawn's light kisses the river, that's the time when I first saw her, my darling. She was wobbling down Esplanade. See her stop, sway and shimmy. What she got plenty. Is she sought out, oh, by so many, my darling, and she's wobbling down the Esplanade. Lord, ain't she something? Lost in the rhythm, will I give her to walk with her, Lord, to kiss her as she wobbles down Esplanade. Wobbling down the Esplanade. Thank you.